Hi guys, Scott Woodward with you to preview the Melbourne Storm 2015 NRL prospects. And I can't believe how many people have written the Melbourne Storm off, saying that they're too old. I have to point out that their average age is 24. And yes, they've got 4 veterans, but 3 of those 4 veterans are well beaters. We're talking about Billy, Slade, Cooper, Cronk and Cam Smith. And while they may not be absolutely at their peak of form, they're still better than nearly any other player in the NRL. And when they're all on the field at the same time, this team is just as good as any team in the NRL. And I've got no doubt that they'll have a very big year. I grant you they've been bundled out of the Final Four footy for the last 2 years in a row. And they, like a lot of teams, they ran out of depth last year. That depth has been fixed up. I think they've got some very promising young forwards that are coming into this side. I'm talking about guys like Francis Tualu. I'm talking about Nelson Asofa Solomona. Could be anything. I'm not quite sure how soon it'll be before Craig Bellamy releases him in first grade. I'm talking about Felice Kafusi, who I've been highly impressed with in the trials, and really looking forward to seeing him run out and play first grade. I think all those guys have a very, very big future. But why I'm really excited about the Melbourne Storm this year is the problems that I had with them last year. I think that the coach and the recruitment team have done a very good job in addressing those issues. We've got Blake Green has come in from the UK and will play the very important pivot position wearing the 6th jersey. He's replaced Ben Roberts, who had a very average year, let me say, and I'll be kind to Ben, had a very average year. And I've got no doubt that Blake Green is not only more consistent and more reliable, but has a better skill set. And I think he'll be more selective in his kicks, more selective in his passes, and he's certainly a better defender. So I think that position, it will be enhanced greatly. And there was a lot of problems on the left side last year, and I think having Blake there will solve a lot of those problems. One of the favourites for the Melbourne Storm in years gone past was Ryan Hoffman. And look, I think the trick with any side is to bring players in and bring them out at the right time. And while Ryan Hoffman has been a wonderful servant for the Melbourne Storm, I think he probably left the club at the right time. And he left on very good terms, and he was a wonderful servant for the club. But replacing him is Tohu Harris, who, in my opinion, was the best New Zealand forward in the 4 nations. And he's earned a starting position, and he's been absolutely on fire in the trials. And so I think that position is going to be enhanced with Tohu Harris coming in and starting, and I would expect that he'll be relieved at some stage by Tim Glasby, who I have a high regard on. Tim can break a tackle, and he can find the line, and he also has got some skills. So I think that left back row edge position has been enhanced, just as the 6th position has been enhanced. The other position that's been enhanced is the prop forward position, the other guy who will partner the champion prop, Jesse Bromwich, and that will be Jordan McLean. And I have a massive opinion of this young kid. He's a fine kid, and I think he's built a lot like Jesse. He looks like his brother, in fact, although Kenny is his brother, who's one of the guys who was a contender for a bench position. But he looks like his brother, and he plays like Jesse. And while he's got a long way to go, I'm not prepared to say that he won't end up as good as Jesse. And I know that's a big rap, but that's the sort of opinion that I have on Jordan McLean, and I'm really looking forward to him having some big minutes. He comes in for Brian Murray, who was very much, let me say, a borderline first grader, but he's a coach favourite, and he got a lot of game time. Jordan McLean is a very good player, and I wouldn't be surprised if he ends up with a blue jersey at some stage in the not too distant future. The other area that I think has been improved significantly is the lock forward position. I consider the lock forward position a spine position because I think it's probably the 3rd or 4th most important position on the field. And the problem that the Storm had last year was that Ryan Hinchcliffe was the starting lock, and he's just not a big guy, Ryan. And while he's a great worker and a very good defender, he didn't offer a lot with the ball, and he didn't intimidate or scare any of the opposition. Well, Dale Finucane comes in from the Bulldogs. He's been a wonderful acquisition, and he will command a lot of respect. His tackles will hurt, and he can do things with the ball, and I think he'll plug that hole in the middle. So all in all, I think that this is an outstanding forward pack. In fact, I think it's potentially the best forward pack that Craig Bellamy has ever coached. And he's coached 4 grand final winning teams, so that's not a bad rap. Some of the other guys off the bench, Tom Leroy Lars, he has come to the club with a knee injury, and the club will do their very best to get him on the field. But if he plays like he played last week against the Canterbury Bulldogs in the trial, he's going to be very valuable to this Melbourne Storm team. He won't be able to play long minutes, but while he's on the field, you'll know that he's on the field. He's a big, strong, athletic guy, and he'll hit the line hard like he did in the trial. He's going to be very, very valuable for them. Matt Duffie is another guy who's out injured at the moment, who is yet to come into this side, and we all know Matt, he's a class act. Guys like Kenny Bromwich, Dwayne Weston, Slade Griffin, I think will also get some time. There's some promising young kids that could be borderline chances to come in later in the season. Christian Welsh, Dean Brett, very big opinion of Dean Brett, and also Kurt Mann could get some time during Origin into the side. So as far as Origin is concerned, when the stars are out, Ben Hampton and Sean Nona, I've got a very good opinion of Sean Nona. I saw him play a lot in the Queensland Cup last year, and he's got all the skills, and I'm really looking forward to his progress now that he's had his first full off season with the Melbourne Storm and get him match fit, and I'm really looking forward to seeing if those skills can be transferred at NRL level. Cam Munster is the guy who looks like he'll stand in for Billy Slater at the moment, and another one of the promising ins for the Melbourne Storm, and will be vying for that right wing position, is Suli Vunivalu. Now, you won't miss him. He's an absolute giant. He's about 6'7". He's a fly machine, and he can jump like a champion AFL player. And he's going to be around for a long, long while. So look forward to seeing him. I don't know if he'll be starting on week 1. Young Tomunaipea, Poppy has the edge over him there, but or even Travis Robinson. I thought Travis Robinson trialled well. So that position hasn't been solved yet. Unfortunately, Matt Duffie is injured at the moment. He probably would have solved that problem. I don't know about the left centre position, Mahe Fonua. I would like to think that he went quite well in that position last year, but he's coming back from an injury. And I don't know if he's got the moles in his legs to hold down such a key position as centre. But certainly when the team is set and in the weeks to come, that will be his position. So all in all, I think that this is a vastly superior side to what the Melbourne Storm had last year. And to make a big statement, this team won the grand final in 2012. I think this is a better side than what they won the grand final with in 2012. The trick is keeping Billy Slater, Cooper Cronk, and also Cam Smith, and I'll add I'll add Jesse Bromwich to that. So they need their 4 big guns on the field, and if they're ever all on the field at the same time, this is as good a side as any team in the NRL. And if they can have some luck at the pointy end of the season, you'll know that the Melbourne Storm are in this competition. And don't forget, they're trained by Craig Bellamy. And in all my years of studying rugby league, I don't think I've seen a better coach than Craig Bellamy. The great detail that he goes to with every player, he just seems to bring the best out in every player. And this is a coach who has never gone to the market and paid big money for a player. These are homegrown champions that he's got, and he's turned them into champions. And that is a mark of a great coach, as far as I'm concerned. So good luck if you're a Melbourne Storm supporter. I think you've got plenty to look forward to. Good luck. Cheers.